So are we ready?
This is Jay.
This is A.
And this is Moxicated,
where we drop the booze and walk through the reality of life alcohol-free.
So grab your favorite mock, get ready to laugh, and let's get Moxicated.
Hello.
Hello, my friend.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. Chilling. Relaxed.
Why?
Calm, centered.
Centered.
At peace. No, I recently went to a spiritual vortex.
Oh, tell us more.
The aliens beamed me up. No.
Yeah, well,
That would be cool.
that might be happening soon.
Oh my God, wait, before I tell you about this, I saw a video the other day, and I don't know if it's fake or not because it's 2025 and you can't believe the internet, but it was somebody's Ring camera and it was an alien walking by. It's like Signs, but like the funny version of Signs, because it was like this little thing and its head was like this long, almost like a shark, like a hammerhead shark head, but like a typical alien head. And you just see it like walking by really funny. And I was watching it laughing, and Miles kept trying to look at it, and I was like, no, you're for sure not looking at this. But I was like, Philip, you gotta see this little funny alien guy. I would be happy if I saw that guy.
Yeah.
He looked friendly. Anyways, so there are some vortexes here in the world where it is said that it is like a direct connection with source. And there's like magical things that can happen there, inspirational, transformational things. You can become a completely different person, which is what happened. No, didn't happen to me. But it's just a cool thing. And we are blessed to be surrounded by so many like cool and spiritual and very unique things here in New Mexico. And this all happened by chance, which I think is very spiritual as well.
Yes.
But we were coming back from a trip, and we had seen a monastery up in Taos, and I was like looking up their stuff. And from there, it kind of like took me on a journey, and we were getting gas in the city, and I was like, where is that vortex? So I looked it up, and it was a 6-minute drive from where we were.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, we're going. And the kids had kind of been sad that we didn't have as much mountain time. So we went to like the base of this where it's supposed to be the biggest. And I kind of like set up my bowls and was able to play there. And the kids kind of walked around. But it's just very beautiful because there's like a river. And so you can go vertical and like, well, it's like more like a creek and walk with it. Or you can go up, and we kind of went high up, but then we came back down. And I don't know that anything happened yet.
Yet is the key.
But I did leave there, and I was like, if I could come here every day, I would. Like, if there was somewhere like that, in my head was like, this is my ADHD, like, obsessiveness. But I was like, I could come here, like, once a month. Like, it's not a bad drive. I could do it, and I could come here, and I could sit, and I could, because it was peaceful. It was relaxing. There wasn't a lot of people there, and it's cool as heck.
Yeah.
Isn't there one in Sedona also?
Yeah. Oh, yes. I think that there's more than one in Sedona, and that's what, like, why can't I think of the word? The draw to Sedona is.
Yes.
Yes.
The interest, the mystical.
I've actually never been to Taos.
It's cool. It's so unique. I've only been there for drunken adventures, so it was cool to go through there again. And my trainer, shout out to my trainer. I don't want to say his name. I don't want to give out too much information, I guess. But anyways, he's getting married soon, and he's getting married at a hotel in Taos, and the lands were blessed by the Dalai Lama.
Dang.
When I was Googling all this stuff, I figured that out, and I texted him. I was like, did you know this? He was like, no. I was like, well, your wedding just got a lot cooler. Yeah. It was going to be cool anyways, but I was like, dang.
That is cool.
Yeah, so it's like, it's cool, but I think Julia Roberts lives there. You know that?
I did know that because she raised me.
Yeah. She's our mom.
Basically.
She just never invited us.
Just kidding.
That was so good.
Thanks.
Wow, I just needed a moment for appreciation of that. Oh, wow, so good, Al.
Maybe she'll be at your best friend's wedding.
And look like a pretty woman. It was funny when we were there. Philip was like, "This is probably why she lives here," and I was like, "Yeah, definitely." Like as if the two of us know her at all. We're like,
she shops at Market Street in Santa Fe.
She chose Taos. Well, and that's another cool thing. Like they come in or whatever, but I don't know. It's just like it's a very small town, but it does feel like a town, but like the mountains that are shadowing it are so mystical. And then I think like out in the open space, it's so mystical, and it's just like probably a place where you're just reminded to be you and just centered.
Yeah.
Calm.
Yes.
So I'm going to drive up there once a month for that reminder. I'll let you know.
All right, bring me along, maybe once or twice.
I'll let you know when I go next. But yeah, that's one of the great reminders of all the reminders, because that's what we're talking about today.
Reminders.
And not the ones that go off on your phone.
They could be good reminders on the phone.
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I need to put that.
Yes.
But no, these are reminders in sobriety. I think right now is a hard time, just like in the collective completely, of everything that's going on. People that are trying to stop drinking, people that are facing, maybe taking different choices than people took before. There's a lot of generational curses. And I just feel like the heaviness of the world right now, and in the communities we're in, we can see the heaviness.
Yes.
And we can see, how much people are struggling even within their sobriety that they've maintained. And so we just really wanted to come out and give some reminders, because we love you guys. And these are all such important things when we are in our sobriety journey to remember every single day, because we can get lost in it.
Yes.
And we've talked previously about the mental load of all of it. And when you're juggling so much upstairs, it's not even just negative, but just like tasks and just like stuff as it is, it's hard to remember like the good without sitting down and being like, yes, I remember.
Yes.
It's not like breathing.
No.
Doesn't just happen.
No.
Do you ever think that like you don't think about breathing and then you start thinking about it and then you're like choking yourself?
Yeah.
Sorry for anybody that just happened to. I don't know why our brains work that way.
Yes. Yeah.
Reminder, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go first.
Yeah.
The first reminder is a great one. Hangovers suck.
They suck so bad.
So bad. And I don't think like it matters on the scale of where your hangover is. They suck. Whether you have mental hangovers, whether you have physical hangovers, whether it's both, whether if you have tasks to do the next day or little ones to watch over, like they suck.
They do.
And sometimes, and this comes from a very judgmental outsider's point of view, because I've been not drinking for so long, when I see people discuss their hangovers, I think in my head, like, then why are you still drinking? Because I just forget how much of a cycle it is. But it's like, from an outsider's point of view, when you see someone suffering from a hangover, like it is that reminder, like, dang, hangovers suck.
Yeah.
They're hard.
They are. I can't imagine being hungover now in my phase of life. Like, I wish I had the time to be hungover.
I wonder too if they get like, we don't know this because we stopped drinking, but like, and I'm sure someone could tell us, they were getting worse.
Oh, I know for a fact they get worse.
What would ours
with
be
the
like?
age? Yeah, no, definitely.
At our age, what would we be experiencing?
Yes.
Like that was different than we were even experiencing when we quit.
Yeah.
So they suck. So that's the first reminder. Like, I don't want to be hungover. That's the worst, awful feeling ever.
No.
Suck.
What's the next one?
The next one. Sorry, I was just saying how much hangovers suck. I forgot about everything else. Your presence is a gift.
Oh, I love that.
And in so many opportunities in your life, even when it's like something stressful or dealing with the kids all at once or whatever it is, like your presence in that moment is such a gift. Your complete presence, your complete emotional presence, physical presence, mental presence, because you're not hungover, you're not thinking about your next drink, you're not already drinking and not listening. Like, you're present, vacations, holidays, birthdays, one-on-one time. Like, it's such a gift, and we don't get that often. And as we get older, time is just so fleeting. And it's scary to think about how fast, we've talked about even just within the summer, how fast it's gone.
Yeah.
And like, thank God we get to look back at these past 2 months and be like, oh, we were present for, it felt fast.
All of that.
But all of it. Like, I was there. I don't remember it all because it was a blur, but I was there and I enjoyed that to the full, and my kids did, or my partner did, or my dog did, or whoever.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great one.
Yeah, it is a very great one.
Yes. You're saving money.
Yes, so much money. Well, not really for me because I just trade that with shopping.
But that's still, you're still getting something that you weren't getting before.
Yeah, there you go. She always helps my shopping addiction.
The money aspect is still a plus because you're either getting a lot more clothes or accessories that you wouldn't have had because that money would have been on alcohol, or you're responsible, which unfortunately we don't know the most about responsible spending.
Yeah.
When it comes to this chunk.
Yeah.
I
used to really keep track of how much money I saved on not buying cigarettes.
Oh, I remember.
Like, that was a big one. I was like, I've saved $100,000 by not smoking cigarettes.
It's probably as big.
I also, sorry, I didn't mean to get on cigarette topic, but I was listening to a book, and they were like, they don't call people that smoke cigarettes cigarette-holics, like alcoholics. And I was like, I was a cigaholic.
Cigaholic, I like that.
I love cigarettes.
They just say you're addicted to cigs.
Yeah.
But really, they didn't have a name.
No, you were just a smoker.
You were a smoker.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Back to reminding why we don't smoke. No, I'm just kidding. Why we don't drink.
Cigarettes are bad, Allie.
They're so bad and so gross. But smell so good.
But like, picture a talking one, like right standing in front of you, like, smoke me, Allie. Just one drag.
I'll remember. No. A great reminder. Lung cancer. That is why we do not smoke cigarettes.
Oh, freaking A.
Sorry,
man.
back on subject.
And you save a lot of money.
That's save a lot of money. Lots of money.
Okay, this next one, someone in the future will thank you.
Yes.
And like, that list is so long. First off, you.
Yes.
Your kids.
Yes.
Your partner, your family. What about some unexpected ones? Your doctor.
Your doctor.
Your therapist.
You're a doctor.
I am a doctor. Dr. Cantrell thanks you.
I'm a scientist.
If you ever have any...
Sorry,
we're a doctor and a scientist.
I don't know why I threw in my science.
Running this podcast? Wow. Like, the talents, they're unlimited. It's crazy. If you have someone who helps you with your finances, they're going to help. They're going to thank you.
Yes.
They're going to say thanks for not spending all that money on booze.
Yes.
But someone is going to thank you in the future.
Yes.
I think another part of it that you might not think about is like the people that you're inspiring that you don't know.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So many people.
Yes, that are watching you, that are even watching you fumble, watching you stumble, watching you do this messily. And, in 2-3 years, when it's their turn, they're going to be like, thank you for showing all the parts. Thank you for showing me all the parts. So someone is going to thank you. Remember that. Do you have any?
Yeah, mine are different, but I'm just going to say them.
I want you to say them.
Yes. So one, remember who you are. I want to remind you, you're a badass bee, okay? And I feel like I tell people that a lot. I feel like I tell you that at least once a month. Like, remember who the F we are. Like, we got this, Because I think a lot, like, just with society, with everything, all the busyness of it all. Sometimes we forget how strong, how great, how compassionate, how everything that we are.
There's so many voices in our head that don't belong to us. And it's like, remembering who we are is shutting those voices up.
Yeah.
And it takes a while, you know, you have to sift through and be like, which one of these thoughts was mine and which one was my great grandma that said that thing about me all the time, you know, like you have to remember who you are.
Yes.
Who you are. What is most authentic and true to you?
Yes. Another one that you didn't even know, but it came to me because I say this often to people when they ask me, so what do you do if you don't drink? And I remind them that we were all born with personalities.
Reminder.
Yes. I'm like, you know, you do have a personality. You can live without drinking.
Yeah.
And another reminder, you are fun without drinking. You can be fun. You can do things. Like, I don't know where this happened and how society fed us that we can't have fun without alcohol.
Well, and it's so funny because I've never thought about this before, but as you were just talking, I was picturing like, you know, a quote unquote normal drinker, because that doesn't exist, but like a quote unquote normal drinker, like works during the day and then maybe drinks in the evening, but for sure drinks on the weekend. And so it's like, so are you not funny at your work? Like in your hours of 9 to 5, like when you're interacting with your kids and your partner, when you're at your work and you're not drinking, you're not funny. Do you just sit there like through your life like this until Saturday comes and then you're like, yeah, here I am. Like, no, you're hilarious. I'm sure you make jokes for your coworkers. Your kids like your dance moves and you do all of that sober.
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree more. And I truly tell people that all the time. We were born with personalities. We have personalities.
It's there. Knock, knock.
Yeah. Well, no, and I think that we've just numbed so long as a society with alcohol that we forget that things are fun. Like, you do not have to elevate your fun with alcohol.
You're fun enough.
Yes.
You're enough.
Those are my two big ones. And another reminder that I do for myself a lot is I can't just have one.
Boom.
Like, I mean, I wish I could and just have one drink every couple weeks or every month. That was never attainable for me and will never be. And yeah, it's just a great reminder. And like you said, hangovers and all of that, that's a huge one for me. The shame over. Like, I don't, like, I remind myself often, like, hey, I remember what I did last night. I don't have to put my trust in somebody else that I maybe don't trust to tell me what I did.
Yes.
Like, that's such a big reminder for me. Just to be like, you know, I can hold myself accountable because I was present. Yeah. And so that's a big one. But yeah.
The last one, I think, is the most important one. To remember when you're in your sobriety journey and there is all these voices and there is all these things you're looking at and the shoulds and the shouldn'ts and the blah, 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 blah. The number one reminder that we're saying last is like reverse order. There is no right way to be sober. The only right way to be sober is your way.
Ding.
Like, it's not going to look the same. It's not going to look like this person. It's not going to look like that person. My sobriety doesn't look like Allie's sobriety. Doesn't look like any person we know's sobriety. Like, it is so unique and individual. And the things that work for us are the things that work for us. And as often as we share, you know, what works for us and we give advice, we're always here to, like, open the door and be like, but that's not what works, may not be what works for you or what works for everybody. And holding space for that.
Yeah.
And like, if you're struggling with some part of your sobriety journey, like maybe really reflecting and again, coming back to who you are and saying, do I feel like I need to stop drinking in this way because that's what I think about myself, or that's because what society told me, or that's what that influencer that I saw said how to do it, or that's what my Aunt Janie did. Sorry if anyone has an Aunt Janie, but like, you know, it's really reflecting on like, what is my journey? What is my story? What's working for me? Because that's what's gonna work.
Yes, I think 100%, because anytime I try to do what other people are doing, it doesn't work. No. A perfect example, when Jess and I go on trips together and I'm packing, I'm like trying to match her. And I'm like, wait, I don't have any athleisure. Like, stop trying to dress like Jess, like dress like yourself. You have your own outfits. You have your own personality. You have all of it. It's just, It's crazy to me.
Well, and it's like we do adopt each other's kind of stuff when you're living in proximity with each other, or, you know, doing life in proximity with each other, but constantly having that check of like, okay, wait. And you do. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to pack Jess's closet.
Yeah.
I don't have Jess's closet. Yeah. I have mine. Let me pack mine. And that's the same thing you have to do in sobriety. Sometimes you're like, oh, wait, who am I doing this for? What am I packing for right now? This isn't me. This isn't my clothes. This isn't my style. My style is this.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter that literally no one's done it before. Like, be the first.
Yes.
It doesn't matter that no one has told you this is what works in sobriety. If it's working for you, congrats, you're a trailblazer. You should be an entrepreneur. Let's work on your next business idea. Okay? Yes. Like, don't be like, I'm such a weirdo because I don't like that and that doesn't work for me. But this kind of does. You're not a weirdo. You're cool. You're individual. You're unique. You found your own way. You're amazing. You're smart.
Yes. Amen.
All great reminders.
Yeah.
Write them down. Maybe slow this down. I don't know. But helping you along your way. Maybe if you're someone that does need reminders, and maybe you need to visualize these reminders. Maybe you want to expand on them a little bit more. We created some journal prompts.
Yes.
And honestly, any of these reminders can be a journal prompt, thinking about like these points that Al and I made and being like, how am I affected by hangovers, or where in my life is presence a gift? They can all be journal prompts, truly.
What are my favorite parts of my personality? That's a good one. I might do that later.
Who thinks I'm funny when I'm not drinking? And then make a list.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, we're just making up new ones now. So here's a couple more. Excuse me. Imagine yourself in 5 years. You've stayed sober. What does your life look like? And what does your life feel like?
I love that one. It's almost like manifesting your sobriety.
Mm-hmm. Feel good. This is a good one. Writing a letter of forgiveness to your past drinking self.
That's huge. We write letters.
And we burn them.
Yes, we do.
Some of you have never gotten letters. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That turned dark quick.
Hi, sorry. Sorry for my Scorpio self. Okay. The next one. What are 3 small reminders that I can take with me this week? They don't have to be big ones. Yes. You don't have to sit and contemplate like you're, solving world hunger. You just have to sit there and say, what are 3 small reminders this week for me, for myself?
Yes. I love that.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to happen on a Sunday.
No.
You can write that on a Wednesday.
Yeah. One last reminder, I think, that we say all the time, but I'll just say it again, is don't forget your Mox toolbox out in public. Or even at home. Well, I guess that doesn't, if you're at home already, you can't drive yourself home.
That's okay. You still have a toolbox.
True. But the Mox toolbox, drive yourself, bring your own drinks, leave when you want to, and don't forget your boundaries.
And have a safe person.
Yes.
The Fab 5.
Ooh, I like that. Fab 5.
The Fierce 5. I'm trying to think of F words, but there's only one sticking out in my mind, and I won't say it. So that's another reminder for another day.
Yes.
Don't say the F word on our podcast. Except for I say it all the time.
I know. Explicit.
Okay. Anyways. Yeah, I think that any of this is something, if even one of these stuck out to you, take it with you.
Yes.
That you were meant to hear this, and you were meant to be sober, and you were meant to stumble, and you're meant to remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing. So you're not lost, you didn't do anything wrong, and you're on the right track, okay? Take it from us, a doctor and a scientist.
Yeah, with a lot of credentials.
Just because we don't have a degree doesn't mean we don't have experience. So yeah, we love you, babes.
Talk soon.